Alright folks, Pachini's Idiot, we are back. Playing Criminal Case on Facebook. Let's head on to case number 28. The 310 to death. Very, very nice, very nice. Anyways, on the airship. Ace, I must say, I find the real estate activities of the Italians here in the Coyote Gorge to be quite upsetting. Not only are they forcing local people away from the land, but they've even killed to seize it. And we now know it has nothing to do, or has to do with the train tracks being extended through Coyote Gorge. Clearly, the Italians are freeing up the land for the railroad to be built. Whether this means the Italians own the Concordia Railroad Company is left to be determined, but one thing is clear. We need to stop them from unlawfully driving people away from their lands. Oh, bad news, Ace. We just got word of a train derailment that happened earlier. Someone sabotaged the tracks. Ace, we better go to the site of this derailment and see how we can be of service. I don't think it's the first title that has numbers in it. I feel like that's been something they've used before. Alright, well, this looks like something. Quiver. Alright, so we have hedgehog, coyote, turtle, and the sea. Gotcha. Oh, sakes alive, this man certainly didn't die as a result of the train derailment. He shot through with arrows. Thanks to the dog tags on his body, we have a name. Our dead man is one Daniel Dedalis. So we have the victim's name, and that must be the quiver the killer used to carry their arrows. How foolish of them to leave it behind. What are these little red bits over the quiver? They don't look like dirt, and we'll need a sample. Thank goodness you're here. You are the Concordia Flying Squad, aren't you? Yes, ma'am. Were you driving the train? Are you alright? I've been better. I was indeed driving the train. I saw that man putting boulders on the tracks. I put all my efforts into stopping the train, but the cargo shifted suddenly and the train derailed. You're telling us our victim derailed this train, madame? Seems Ray's willing to have a word with you about this unfortunate incident. Okie dokie. Well, guys, again, we gotta get grab some stars, so I'll be right back. This has been Pachini's Idiot. Au revoir. Alright, folks, Pachini's Idiot, we are back. Criminal Case on Facebook. Let's grab some stars. Let's head on. Miss Dupree, you're telling us the victim made the train derail? Yes, he put the boulders on the tracks, no doubt to stop the train and get the gold in the cargo car. Oh, so this train was carrying gold. It was. Before that man started carting the gold away, I tried to stop him when he came back for second load, but he punched me and I passed out. When I came to and looked around, I saw that half the gold was gone and he was lying there with arrows sticking out of him. Most of the railroad company had been willing to supply security guards. My bosses at Concordia Railroad Company will have my hide now that so much of the cargo is gone with the wind. Well, if the Italian mob has a hand in the Concordia Railroad Company, as we suspect, I cannot imagine they'd be thrilled with what has transpired. The Italian mob doesn't own the railroad, though Concordia Railroad Company is a legitimate enterprise. Well, they must be involved in some way, however. Still, the cargo could have been the motive for the victim's demise. We must look inside this train for clues. Will be my guest. Look all around the cargo hold. I certainly have nothing to hide. Besides, I can't get much more trouble than I already am. She got punched out. I mean, that's interesting. Let's look at the quiver. These are almost like rubies or something. You got a sample of the dried red bits from the killer's quiver. Well, we'll be able to tell us what they are, I'm certain. I agree. I'm going with emojis. I like it. basket on fire. Get a lock safe, that's obviously one. Look at all this gold, eh? Clearly the victim was killed before he could caught most of it away. I agree, something important must be hidden in that locked safe. I'll let you open it. This bag looks full of personal belongings. It is indeed out of place. You might find something of note inside when you rummage through. So how do you get in a video with me? Well, Keon's going to be joining a couple of things. He helps run my Discord. He also known him for a little bit, and he donated a little bit to the stream, which was nice. This paper was all that was inside the safe. It appears to be the manifest of goods to be transported. The letterhead says it's from Bull Mine. You're right. That's the mining company run by Dorothy McBain. You've met her before. She uses convicts as mine workers. Way to auto-alert Miss McBain to the loss of her property. Who knows? She might also know our victim. Yep, we're not. The killer is not Randolph. Ooh, Bayou Blue and Pacific Bay. I miss Pacific Bay. Pacific Bay was really fun. If you piece together the torn card from that black bag, we could have an excellent clue. You know what the crazy thing is? We're on case 28, so we're already halfway through Mysteries of the Past. Miss McBain, we're here to inform you a train carrying gold from your mine was robbed earlier. Oh no, not my gold. Who did this? Where are they? I'll kill them. Oh, madame, the robber in question has already been murdered. Oh, well, so much better. Now you two can go find my gold. Miss McBain, the victim, Danny Daedalus, may have been a criminal, but we must still find his killer and bring him to justice. I don't give a javelina's tusk about that man. I've never even heard his name. You just better get my gold back by the end of your little murder investigation. Okay, always saying if you're a suspect that you never know the victim is so dumb. I always figure it out. Yeah, I haven't played Injustice new game. I don't play like really any games, new games anyways. Well, this postcard you pieced together says Erin go Bragg on it. That means Ireland forever. I hear people saying it all the time in Sinner's End. So what's a postcard proclaiming Ireland forever doing in the heart of Italian territory? Let's flip it over and see. Well, this postcard was sent to a dear friend of ours, Sheamus O'Neill, delivery man turned Irish gang member. His mother wrote to warn him, mind how you go in the wild east. It seems Sheamus O'Neill was stowing away on a train full of gold. We better ask him what his plans are in Coyote Gorge. Train full of gold. Interesting. Maybe he was supposed to be security? Who knows? Sheamus, everyone put you in custody for helping Fiona Flanagan escape justice. We thought you'd have the common sense to lay low. Well, I am lying low. You can't get much lower than Coyote Gorge. Yet we found your belongings on this derailed train, which was carrying gold, so you must be up to something. Hey, I stowed away to leave Sinner's End. Without the Flanagans, I didn't have any more work. And you know how all posters say, go east, young man. So I did. Huh, another Irishman decided to go east as well. Danny Daedalus was robbing the train on which he stowed away, before he got murdered, that is. Danny Daedalus, he was with the Flanagans too. Guess he decided to become a train robber. So you didn't help him steal gold from the train after the derailment? Of course I didn't. I ran for the hills as soon as I could. I didn't want to get caught as a stowaway. Well, that's convenient. Well, just so long as you don't go running for any hills until we find his killer. Alright, let's get these. Speed it up, speed it up. Ace, you know that the expression full of beans is due to two different meanings? Of course, Viola. In British English, it means that a person is full of energy. In American English, it means a person is full of nonsense. Which one are you today? Well, not the latter, but the former. I tested the sample you retrieved from the killer's quiver. It was a dried variant of Fascivus vulgaris, or beans. Interesting. There were also traces of onion and bay leaf, so I guess that the killer spilled some cooked beans on their quiver at some point. Ah, so the killer's full of beans, but literally. Pardon me, Ace, but perhaps we will hear from them before we see them. Hey, Richard. Oh, hello, Ace. Just finishing up with the victim. What on earth have you got? There's an arrow running right through your head, Richard. Oh, this silly thing. It's a joke item I got last Christmas. Do you really think it's appropriate to be wearing such a head garment, given how the victim was murdered? I suppose not. I hardly think he minds. At any rate, you're quite right that he was shot through with arrows. If you find the bow, you'll have the complete murder weapon. The arrows were shot in rapid succession. The killer never could have shot those arrows so accurately with luck alone. They're clearly highly skilled. So it's safe to say that the killer has practiced their archery. Well, Ace will get a bullseye when the killer is caught. Ace, so far we've a derailed train and a train robber shot to death with arrows, and not much more. Dorothy McBain's goal was on board the train. The cargo seems to have been the object of the victim's affections. Sheamus O'Neill is back among our suspects. He claims to not have been involved in the robbery, but how could that be? He was in the same gang as the victim. He was stowing away on the derailed train. So far, the train driver, Erica Dupree, has the strongest motive. After all, the victim hit her when she tried to protect the cargo. Ace, I have happy news. Since you told us that the victim was carting away the gold from the train, me and some other officers set up a perimeter and had a look around. We found a trail of gold and followed it from the train to his shack. We know where the victim hid his spoils. Nice. And we'll see that place in Chapter 2. See you guys there. This has been Pachini's 8. Over and out.